Welcome to Pattern and Craft. I'm Courtney, and in today's quick knitting tip video, I wanted to show you how I purl. So I'm just making this little twisted stitch sample here, and since I'm working flat, every time I finish one row, I need to go to the other side and purl across. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you how I purl. So I purl a little bit differently from the average. And this is a Continental knitting video, so I'm not sure how helpful this would be for an English knitter. But if you're a Continental knitter and you struggle with purling, maybe you'll find this helpful. So I'm going to do just a couple of stitches for my edge stitch. This is just normal knit stitches, and also I did a little slip stitch there. And next I need to switch to my purl. So the way I'm going to do that, I'll show you. I tension my yarn with my pinky like that. I kind of grab the yarn with the rest of my fingers lightly, and then I'm going to scoop my thumb under the yarn, and that's what I'm going to do to tension my yarn for purling. So I just find this so much more comfortable, so much easier, so much more ergonomic. So I'm just going to purl, tensioning my yarn with my thumb. It's the same motion as far as how the stitches are created. So we still go into our stitch purlwise. We still wrap from bottom to top and over, and then pull through. The only difference is, instead of tensioning with our index finger, like we would for continental purling, which I'm not that good at, and this is why I purl with my thumb, where you kind of bring your whole index finger down every time. I think that's the normal way. I honestly don't even do it. So that's, I guess, normal continental purling, but I like to purl with my thumb. I feel like this is a more natural movement for your body, so I'll do it a little slower so you can see what it is I'm doing. I'm inserting, and then I'm just kind of twisting my hand a little bit, not really moving my thumb, I'm just kind of moving my whole hand, and then I push my thumb down as I rotate my hand back to catch that yarn on the needle, and then I pull it through and off the left-hand needle onto the right, then I repeat. That's just purling with using the thumb. So give that a try if you think that might be helpful if you're struggling with normal purling with the index finger. If you don't like Norwegian purl, which is done from behind and tends to kind of stretch out the stitches. So this, I find, doesn't really alter your tension. If anything, it keeps it more even, at least for me. And the only thing is, when you do want to switch between purling and knitting, you are going to have to switch back to the index finger and then back to the thumb. So I'll show you how I do that in action. So say I wanted to make a 1x1 rib or a seed stitch, I totally can. It just takes a little extra hop from one finger to the other for that yarn. So I'll show you how I do that. I kind of just bring it forward and scoop, and then I've transitioned to the other finger, and then I bring that up and scoop, and now I'm on my index, and then I bring it down and scoop, and now I'm on my thumb for a purl, and then I scoop, and I'm on my index for a knit. And this gets to be pretty easy to do after some practice. It might feel a little awkward at first, but I've gotten the hang of it. So I find that the thumb purling is just a lot easier for me, and it's worth the extra movement if I do want to do some rib or seed stitch or other stitch that requires switching back and forth from knitting and purling. I still prefer to use my thumb to purl even in that situation, but you might not. You might use the thumb purling only when you have to do a lot of purl stitches all in a row, like the back of stockinette knitted flat, or if you're doing garter stitch in the round. All right, I hope that was helpful. I hope that you give this technique a try. Let me know in the comments whether you liked it, whether you hated it, whether it felt awkward, whether it felt like a big relief to your hands. Let me know what you think, and I hope you try thumb purling. Don't forget to check the description of my video for any links to my socials, shops, additional information relating to the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it or share it and subscribe to my channel for more content. Thanks so much for watching and happy crafting!